So I found this one game. It's called Bean Battles, right? And yeah, I thought the battle royale genre died a way long time ago, but this is battle royale, and apparently it's really good because the reviews are actually pretty good. Now, the game is a unique take on the popular game of battle royales. Multiple fast paced rounds that reward kills just as much as being the last alive. Team up, take revenge, blah 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 blah. It's just battle royale. It's multiplayer. That's it. There's no single player. It's only multiplayer. I don't think you can play LAN. Maybe you can. But there's a lot of achievements. So I guess there's kind of something to strive for. The game looks really trash. And it is. It's a very bad game. But it just it lacks in some places, you see. It's bad modeling. Everything feels like it was stolen from the Unity store, just like all of the other games. It is probably made from Unity because it's all adult. And there's not that much creativity. It's just trying to leech off of the battle royale genre. And this time, it isn't one of those fake games that, that try to just use the achievements and then they get good reviews. The game is trying to be an actual game, but I have to say, Jesus Christ, it's supposed to, like, look at the character models, alright? This is the Glock. Why is this the icon for your gun? The Ranger, an automatic shotgun, and the AK-47? That is so terrible. And you want this to be a competitive game? They have a competitive headband that stands for BBCL. Bean Battle Competitive League. Now, let's talk about the mechanics. You got all these different kinds of weapons and crap. It's a good arsenal. And you could use rocket boots and airstrikes and all this stuff. I don't find the airstrikes very entertaining, actually. They're kind of crap. But they're fun. It can be fun. This game can be fun at some areas. But it just lacks originality. The main menu is good. I actually like the main menu. And as I expected, the song blasted into my ears. But it's a good main menu. The song is good. I am guessing it is not royalty free. I'm guessing they made it. You got a lot of customization, which actually is really easy to use. It's really easy to get. There isn't really that much progress in the game, actually. But it can be fun to unlock some stuff. These are the settings. They have a good amount of settings. There's not a lot of settings. But it's a good amount for you to customize and stuff. Your crosshair and stuff. They got cars, and the only car that they have is the quad, and it's kind of terrible. The model looks really bad. The iron sights on the guns look really bad. They only have like, I think 3 different kinds of sights for the guns, but the quads are really hard to control. They spaz out when you're actually driving in a straight line. They keep on moving left and right over and over again. And then you just can't control it correctly. But there's 3 maps. And you got the forest map. You got the winter map. And you got the trio of the desert map. Obviously, the most original, I know, right? But it's good to have all those types of biomes. And it can be very fun. See, when you play this game, it's not fun to play alone at all. It's only fun to play with friends. If you don't play this game with friends, you're missing out, man. But honestly, it can get really repetitive because there's not much to do. There's 3 maps. That's it. And I know that a lot of battle royale genres don't only have like 2 maps or something like that. But for this type of game, 3 maps is just too little. It's really fun to just mess around with your friends and stuff. This game can actually be really fun. Now you can unlock certain like profile pictures like this, and that can be pretty fun. But like it's just like another thing to look out for, and it's like it pretty much like every character icon is like an achievement. So every time you unlock a character icon, you get an achievement, I think. But I actually do not see the problem with just putting in your own like profile picture, and then right next to it you got like your little tiny achievement. But I guess whatever, right? I don't see the point of it. Uh, it could be a little bit silly, like this is the main menu. I mean the victory thing, and it is a little bit bad. But the problem with the arsenal of weapons is that you got some of these overpowered weapons, right? And of course, in other games, you're gonna have a gun that's better than another gun. Like in Fortnite, you got the M16, and the better gun of it is the Scar L. But the thing is with this is that it's you got the alien rifle. It's one shot. Then you got the rocket launcher. It's one shot as well, except it's area damage. So the difference is big and it's overpowered. But this main focus is that it's not a bad game. I think they stopped updating it. I think it was actually made in 2016, and it's only like $2, maybe even one. So it's fun to just get and give to your friends these, or tell your friends to get it. I think a lot of us have a big problem with Steam. They got all these games, right? Whether it's Greenlight or not. And they just they bring all these games. And some games are just really terrible. Some games just steal. And obviously, it's gonna have a problem. Everything's gonna have a problem. But it's getting repetitive. You're having a lot of these really crappy games, like, that are just copied. And this game is an exception. But it's still a really terrible game. And maybe we should give a little bit of time for the game to develop instead of just putting it out there in Steam. You gotta make a good game before you release it. That's number one priority. I see too many of these early release titles, these beta, you can play it in the alpha, but it's like that, I think, is only for big developers or indie developers to have a good reputation. But the thing is that developers sometimes just get too excited and they just put their game there and people play it. But you need to take some time. This game is fun, it's enjoyable, but it needs some time. Thank you. You guys have a good one.